Yo, what's up everybody? Back with another day of showing you how I built today's food plan so that I can make sure to hit my calorie goals and my macronutrient goals, my fats, my carbs, my protein, all of that. I build this every single day, and my thought was, if I'm building these anyways, why not record them, throw them up on YouTube, see if it helps somebody else figure out how to build their own plans. I'm down here in my dark basement today, far away. I'm actually sitting on my Bowflex, which is odd because I can just kind of slowly sink off into the background. But I'm not going to do that. Let's go over today's food plan. I do these every single day. If you find this video to be helpful, please hit the like button on it, maybe even the subscribe button while you are already here. The app I am using is called My Macros Plus. It helps me track every single day. So today's plan I built a little bit different. You know, when you get more familiar with building your food plan, not only do you get a sense of how much food you can eat every single day or what types of things each food has. You know, if I eat Pop-Tarts, it's going to be high in carbs, about 400 calories. You kind of are able to put some of that math together just mentally. So, you know, when you build, there are days that I don't build the entire plan in the morning for the whole day. What I'll do is I'll actually eat the food as I go and then track it as I go. And by the time that I hit the end of the day, basically I have to figure out, okay, what do I have left to eat? And I have to start figuring that out around dinner time, because like I don't want to get it to be like 10 or 11 o'clock at night and then get surprised by like 800 calories left over, right? So today's what I did is I did exactly this, is I did not build it early. I actually built it as I was eating. Now, that's probably a little bit easier for me right now because I'm eating less because I'm in a cutting phase, so I don't have to track as much throughout the day. But let's take a look at this anyways and see how I put this together. Let me open up my app. So if you've watched my previous videos, you know I've got a 3-step process to doing this every single day. The first step that I have when I build my plans is I want to add in first, before anything else, my staples of the day. The staples for me are the things that I am going to do automatically. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to calculate it. I just put them in. And for me, those staples are my pre-workout and post-workout meal. Even if I'm not going to work out, I still add those in there because I need the protein off of them. And the reason they're staples is because it's a whey protein drink in both of them. I don't have to think about it. I just automatically add them in. So if I scroll down here, you'll see here my pre-workout and my post-workout is exactly that. I got a scoop of whey protein on each one. And then on my post-workout, I just like putting a little bit of carbs for that post-workout carb boost. So I've got some Haribo gummy bears, which I've been loving those things lately. My kid actually was like, how can you eat those when you're watching what you eat? So it kind of provided a neat opportunity to talk to him again about how to track different things and the math behind the food. So those are my staples. My second thing that I do, my second step in my 3-step plan, is I ask myself, is there something that I want today? Is there a craving that I want? Especially when you're cutting weight, you want to be able to keep some form of sanity. You don't want to feel like you're depriving yourself. And by adding in cravings when you have an opportunity, it helps keep your balance a little bit, just your mental balance. So I would add in here if there was something that I was craving. If there's not anything you're craving, you go on to step 3. But I didn't have anything today. There wasn't anything that I wanted to do. So what I went ahead and did is once I added in my pre and my post workout, I didn't have a craving today. And then I just I ate food and then tracked it as I ate it throughout the day. Here's how that ended up. I haven't been able to eat any breakfast lately. It's just the way that my days have been going. Since I'm eating less per day right now, it really fits well for me right now to be more in like an intermittent fasting type of pace throughout the day. So I'm not eating right now till 12 or 1, sometimes 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And by that point, I'm just not feeling the eggs anymore. So I'm starting off with lunch quite a bit right now. And for lunch, what I've got here is I've got some corned beef. This is just deli corned beef I got from the store, as well as a little bit of sauerkraut and a little bit of fat-free cheddar cheese. And I need to put something in here because I can see I missed putting the actual wrap on that. Let's add that in. So this was a wrap that I had for lunch. Very basic. I didn't have anything on the side. It was just the wrap, only 200 calories for that. So I went with a really lean lunch. And frankly, it wasn't because I wasn't hungry. I was just busy today. Work was kind of nutty. And that's just how it goes some days. So for lunch, I just had the wrap. For dinner, I started to pack it on. And this is where I expanded some of what I was eating because I realized at this point, I haven't eaten very much. I got to start putting in some calories. So we actually made chili here at the house. Chili, I didn't have very much of it. I try to limit because it is pretty high in fat whenever I eat it. So I had just a little bit of chili, a pouch of Uncle Ben's minute rice, which I then mixed with 2 packages of tuna. This is hot buffalo flavor tuna. It's like Starkist makes it. Usually I just put 1 packet in here, but again, because I know I've got to be getting more in, I did 2 packets this time. I drank a cup of bone broth. It's just chicken bone broth. I 1 cup, warm it up in the microwave for 30 seconds, and just drink it real quick. The reason I do that is because it's 9 grams of protein, 1 carb, and basically no fat. So it's a nice boost of some extra protein when you're needing protein there. I did 2 buffalo chicken patties. These are the vegan patties from Walmart, hot buffalo flavored. It's like a replacement meat type situation. And on that, I put 33 grams of non-flavored, non-fat yogurt because it reminds me of sour cream. It tastes like sour cream. It smells like sour cream. So I put those on my chicken patties. Then I just had some turkey pepperoni slices on the side. A much bigger meal here, almost 1,200 total calories, again, compared to the 200 from lunch. So a big size, and I didn't eat it all at once. I ate this over about an hour and a half period. Now, I've done my pre and post workout. I've got my lunch and my dinner. This left me some room throughout the day for some snacks, and I added these in as I would eat them. First, I had 186 total grams of broccoli. I just threw it on a plate and warmed it up. It's just been hitting the right spot lately. Maybe my body is begging for some greens. I had a frozen fruit bar. This is the sugar-free fruit bar. Strangely enough, the same brand of sugar-free bars has slightly less calories than the sugar bars. That sugar does make a difference when it comes to your overall calories. I had a protein bar. It's like a Quest bar that I had there. Another protein shake because I was short on protein. And then Rocky Road. So this says Rocky Road, 1 serving of Rocky Road. Why? I was just short. I actually literally just ate it and just tracked it. And the reason I put that on there was I was over 400 calories short still, and I needed to fit those in. I didn't want to have any more meat. I was just sick of it, and that Rocky Road was calling to me from the freezer. So I put on a serving of the Rocky Road ice cream. And now, once all that's said and done, if we look at the totals at the top, how did this actually lay out for me? Well, the first thing I want to look at is the calories. 205 calories remaining. Now, for me, that's remaining under my max that I want to hit. I don't want to go over 2,700 calories. I want to be at least 300 less, or I don't want to be more than 300 less. And so 200 less, that's totally fine right there. It's a bit of a more extreme caloric deficit than some other days that I do, but still well within my range. Everything's in green here. I didn't go over on any of my macronutrients. I'd like to probably be a little bit heavier on my protein here, maybe flip-flop the protein and the fat just a little. But overall, this is a very well put together plan once it's all said and done. Even with the ice cream, even with the chili, these numbers work out really nicely today. Now, I could have put the Rocky Road on during my cravings portion, but it wasn't something that I was thinking of that early in the day. That said, now that I've eaten it, I'm glad it worked out that way. So that's how it worked out today. Just kind of an unusual day. I tracked it as I went. Tomorrow, I'll probably go back to just doing it, the whole thing in the morning, and then I'll follow the plan. One of the dangers of doing it as you go is it allows for you to make decisions throughout the day. You know, and that for me in the past has been where I've messed up when I've been given the opportunity to decide. If you make your plans in the morning and say, well, I'm just going to stick with this, that opportunity is gone. So you have to be a little bit more strict with yourself if you're going to add in and count it as you're going along, because it does give you an opportunity to just say, since I'm not really following something today, I'll do that tomorrow and eat whatever I want today. So you do have to have a little bit more self-discipline when you're building essentially in real time. So that's how I built it. Again, the app is called My Macros Plus. Hopefully this was helpful for you. And if it was, hit like button on it, maybe even the subscribe button. We'll see you on tomorrow's video. Thanks y'all for watching. Peace.